Holly Rougeaux is in the studio with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning on this first day of August.
It's good to have you with us. Our conversation this morning brought to you by Marcus and Mack, voted best personal injury law firm, the best of Indiana County contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. My goodness, a year goes around quickly, doesn't it?
It sure does.
My goodness. We are talking today about the Athena Awards, which is now its own event and a wonderful event, the Athena Award, the Young Athena Award.
Yes.
And there are now Athena clubs
Correct.
in some of our school districts. It's a good time, isn't
It's
it?
a wonderful time. It's a great time for women in leadership, too. And we have work to do, but we're willing to do it.
Yeah, well, the work to do right now involves nominations because the period is opening up for folks. They can nominate for both of those awards I just mentioned.
Yes, they can. And if I may, I'd like to expand a little bit on those awards if
Sure.
I have the time to do that. We have two awards that we provide at that particular leadership luncheon. We have the Athena Leadership Award and we have the Athena Young Professional Award. And in essence, both of those awards have three pillars. The first being professional excellence. We would like that individual to demonstrate professional excellence, creativity, and initiative in their profession. Community service. We want to know how are you contributing to your community and what are your leadership roles in that. And then the third, this is where it differs a little between the two. So the Young Professional Award is for those under 40. And then, of course, anyone could be the Athena Leadership Award. But the difference here is for the Young Professional Athena Leadership Award, there's a role model component where we say, how does the nominee serve as a role model for young women, both professionally and personally? For the Adult Leadership Award, the question that we pose for Criteria 3 is how was the nominee mentored? How did they mentor women in reaching their full potential? And how did they open doors for leadership opportunities? Really, we're asking in both senses, how were they an ally for women? And, and you and I both know that we want to celebrate women and we want to celebrate their accomplishments in leadership. And by celebrating them, we bring awareness to them. And that's what we want to do for our young students as well. And so those are the two specific professional awards that we do. But if I can keep going,
Yeah,
I'm going to
go.
talk a little bit about the Athena Scholarship. So the Spatafora family have graciously donated $5,000 every year for a young senior who has been committed to the Athena Club at their district. Currently, we have clubs at Indiana School District. We have a brand new club at United School District, and we have a club at Marion Center School District. And so any senior who has contributed and has similar qualifications may apply for this $5,000 scholarship, which we award then, and we put $2,500 towards their fall semester and $2,500 towards their spring semester. And I did want to say, too, if you're a club or a high school principal or a superintendent or a parent who's saying, hey, boy, I'd really love to have this leadership club in my school, we are more than willing to come and speak to the schools. S&T Bank has been phenomenal in sponsoring us financially, and with Maddie Sago coming with me, we go to districts and we talk about the program and how it can become a club and how they can become part of this individual luncheon. And we would invite anyone to this luncheon.
Yeah, and this is a good time for that to happen because school is soon going to get started.
It is. And I will also be sending out the letters for the scholarships for the application. So that nomination is also opening. So when we look at that scholarship, we are looking at a deadline, I want to say, of October 4th. It's a little later than the awards so that we can have our nomination committee take a look at that and select the recipient. In terms of our two leader awards, our nominations there are September 6th, which is a Friday at the end of the work week. So both of those can be, nominations can be sent up until that date. And I also wanted to state, if you're concerned about writing that nomination, so we say, that you can have a nomination from a club, a community, a business, an individual. Those nominations come from anywhere as long as that individual resides in Indiana County.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think there's a concern about the writing component of that nomination form. And we, Michelle Freiling, Ellen Ruddick, are more than willing to help with that writing portion. And it's also important to note that the judging committee and the individuals who are selected, let me back up a little bit. So the finalists are selected through our nominations committee, but then the actual recipient of the award, that happens with a panel that's outside and independent of Indiana County. And of course, we do that for many reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, and those persons aren't named on the application.
They are not. We redact all that information and we submit that forward. Same with the scholarship. We redact the personal information and we submit that to the committee who does the judging, so that it's strictly on criteria and on qualifications.
Now, you used the word celebration earlier.
Yes.
And, having been at the event last year,
Yes.
which was at the Indiana Country Club, and this year's is as well.
It is. Yes, it's at the Indiana Country Club from 11 to 1.
On which day?
That would be nice, wouldn't it? October 16th.
And people will have the opportunity to get involved in that and get their tickets. And,
Yes, and we encourage that. We would love, we try to go there every year. We would love for the finalists to bring their family, friends, businesses. You know, you can reserve whole tables, you can reserve individual seats if you want to. And we invite all of the schools, not just those schools that have Athena clubs, but if you're thinking of having an Athena club, we would want those young women to be able to come to that as well. And it is a celebration. You know, we have an opportunity, and they have an opportunity to see the women who are mentoring and leading within our county. And it gives them a chance to network. It gives them a chance to practice their etiquette. But from the other perspective, it also gives us as businesses, individuals, community members, service organizations to really celebrate those who have given so much of their time, we say their time, their treasure, and their talent to Indiana County.
You know, one of the great things about it, I was at the event last year, and I was so impressed by what a celebration it really is. It's a joyful occasion when everybody gets together, and there are guys there too. But you know, they get together. You can see the smiles, you can hear the excitement at the event, and people really do. They honor each other, but they celebrate the fact that there are women who are doing some amazing things here within Indiana County. We get to meet some of them here on Indiana in the Morning, and we'll do that again this year. Give folks the opportunity to come on and show what inspiration really is all about. That's what they do.
Absolutely. And it was a very moving luncheon. And I do want to say, because you mentioned something about men. Men are also able to be nominated for this particular award because men are allies for women in the workforce. And we have had previous winners I shouldn't say winners, recipients of the Athena Award. So it is for men and women. And as you said, is absolutely a celebration. I think for me, when each individual went up to speak, there was something that touches you personally, especially when the scholarship recipient went forward. Her speech was just, It was emotional, it was heartfelt, it was genuine, it was authentic, which is one of our principles from Athena.
Young lady from Marion Center.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it was tremendous.
Yes.
The guest speaker last year was a coach, a very renowned basketball coach, I believe it was.
Oh, the volleyball coach. You're talking about
The volleyball
the president.
coach. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Tracy was our main speaker. She's the president and the CEO of Athena International.
What impressed me about her was how impressed she was with not just the event, but the nominees and the whole movement here within Indiana County. She was really, really proud of that.
Well, she should be, and I have to give kudos to Ellen Ruddick. I mean, she has by far been our leader. She's our leader within our Athena Indiana County recipients. She has always been at the forefront of making those phone calls, making those connections, building those networks, and really promoting Athena in Indiana County for decades.
Yeah. It was a great event, and it promises to be that again this year. So what we want folks to know is nominations are open now. And
yes.
How do they do it?
Great. If you reach out to Indiana County Commerce, Chamber of Commerce, we have a website there. They have a website where all of our forms are listed there. You can apply electronically, or you can do it with paper and pencil if that's your preference. It is open. The documentation is out there. Also, Michelle Frowling will be releasing a press release, so we'll have that information with some of our media sponsors, of course, Render Broadcasting and Indiana Gazette, so that will also be going out in that way. You know, and I would encourage anybody, if you're even on the fence, saying, I really am looking at this young woman or this woman and she's a phenomenal leader and I'm not sure if I should nominate her or not, nominate her. Because the reality of the matter is all of the finalists from last year, as I'm sure you saw, were absolutely outstanding leaders. Mm-hmm. I authentically can say this to you, that I am so glad and grateful that I was not on that judging committee to find the actual recipient, because they were professionals, they dedicated to the service, and they gave back to women. So please, if you're not sure, nominate them. We would love to have them as a recipient and, of course, as a finalist.
Fabulous. But now's the time to get to work on it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, very good. Holly, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate that. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. We're 22 minutes after 9 o'clock on your Thursday morning, first day of August. Erin Rial is here. She has this morning's Money Matters report. All right, Aaron, thank you. 9:24 in the morning. It's Indiana in the morning, and it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Jake is in the newsroom. He's by very, very shortly, just after Boomer Sports. It's on the way in a second or so. AccuWeather says clouds, sunshine, and 89 today, down to 70 tonight with a chance of thunderstorms, mostly cloudy. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance of showers and thunderstorms, and a high of 84. Saturday could get some showers and thunderstorms. They could be heavy, too. A high of 79, cloudy skies. And on Sunday, variably cloudy skies, morning rain showers, and a high temperature of 86. Right now, in downtown Indiana, 76 degrees. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Boomer Sports brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.